right? Like, so
Right. Yeah.
now that we know what it is about vacation for both of you, or at least the first level down, you can think about, well, how can I incorporate that in my actual everyday life? Could I build in an hour a week that I find a quiet spot in the sunshine, whether it's inside or outside, and I reflect?
That's good. You were making that distinction between the what and the why. And the whole time that I've heard you talk, never were you motivated by money or something that was external, that could fade away, that was materialistic, which means you were pointing to what made you happy. There's that what again. And so I want to dig and unfold, and I know that's something that's important to you about this happiness piece, because people are motivated why this would make me happy, but not the what of the happiness. And so talk to us, Becky, a little more about what happiness did for you, or what made you happy, or why that is so important to you, and why we need to tap into that more than something that would fade away that's materialistic.
Well, let me start by saying that I believe that so let me back up. Here's the deal with happiness. I think rarely do we really dig into what makes us happy. If I ask 10 people on the street what makes you happy, I'm going to get probably 4 of those people who say, gee, I don't really know, I'm not really sure. And then I'm going to get the other 5 who give me, well, that's not fair. I'm going to get 4 more who give me the surface answer. Good paycheck, pretty woman, whatever, like great relationship, like the surface answer. Okay. And I'm going to get one person who's done the deeper work. And that person's going to know the essence of what makes them happy. So it could be, I have a 17-year-old and I pick on her a lot because she really wants a G-Wagon, like a lot. Why? I don't know. But I use it as an example. It may be that a G-Wagon makes you happy, but until you can explain to me what it is about that drives your happiness, it's not worth talking about. So is it the status symbol of it? Is it that you really love Mercedes cars or really fancy machines, and that really is something you engage in and love? I mean, until you can get to that deeper level, it's not worth it. So let me give you another more concrete example that picks on my daughter less and might resonate with people more. A lot of people, when you ask them what makes you happy, on the list will be vacation. Let me ask you guys, do you like vacation?
Sure, yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. What do you like about vacation?
For me, it's the 2 weeks with just me and the family.
Okay, so connection with family is important.
Yeah.
Time to just be free. Don't have to worry about, gotta go here, gotta get here, gotta do this, gotta do that.
Freedom and less scheduled, structured time. I like it. What else? Is there anything else?
One of my happiest times is we go down to Florida every year and into a family member's, and they have this infinity pool. Mm-hmm. And there's a spot at the end of the infinity pool that you can actually sit on, to where you're about chest deep in the water. And I can sit there, the sun comes down, and I can just sit there and look out at their ocean. And it's just super relaxing. But it's not even just a relaxing, it's the best reflect time that I get. And I'll take about an hour or 30 minutes and I just sit there and I can just think about how's this year been going, just reflect on all the things that I just let my mind just do its job. And what are the good things, bad things, what are some things I want to do, think about my kids and what their journey. And that's when I envision vacation, that's my happiest spot.
I love that.
That's good.
And so that's a great example. So if I told you you could never go on vacation again, would you have to give up that happiness?
No, I would just move my office to that house. And
well, I mean, you joke, but I mean, there's something to it, right? Like, so now that we know what it is about vacation for both of you, or at least the first level down, you can think about, well, how can I incorporate that in my actual everyday life? Could I build in an hour a week that I find a quiet spot in the sunshine, whether it's inside or outside, and I reflect? Could I make a commitment to Sundays are for family? Could I block off 2 hours a week that are free to do whatever the heck I want to do? And what just happens to your happiness when you did that? You just and you just incorporated vacation into life. So that to me is what it's about. It's about really, and that's deeply tied into authenticity, because authenticity starts with knowing yourself. And if you can't answer the question of where my happiness comes from at a the way I talk about it, at an essential level, you're missing out. You're missing out on tons of happiness opportunities, even in challenging times.